Austin Garrison just has to take the green flag here to clinch it and can't get a technical DQ, but we're going to go racing here in X30 Pro. The green flag is out. Ingrata has a good jump on the outside. He's able to get clear. 3 wide all the way through. Harley Keeble's off the racetrack.
It's getting sloppy already here in the mid-pack. They were 3 wide. That was all started by DeTulio going down the inside in turn number 2. It's the dream start for Ingrata. Garrison playing it safe. You see Carr going down the inside of DeTulio there. Austin Olds getting all sorts of sideways through 4.
Austin Olds was very sideways through there. Brandon Carr making good moves there. Hooks the front bumper of Lucas DeLongchamps, who's going to lose 2 spots to Bonilla. Contact further back. Henry Lepard, Gia Cicero, Garcia, and Austin Olds all get collected. Unfortunate for the rookie there, Kyle, when they cross the stripe this next time around. And again, it's been quite some time since we've seen Ingrata in the national scene, and he's acting like he never left. And there goes ADT on Nicholas Terlecki in I-70. And
ADT up here in 4th. I mean, this guy, this is just what he does. Doesn't matter the situation. Here we go, Brandon Carr once again sending it slide job over Nick Terlecki.
Whenever he was making that move, he went over the curb in turn number 3 and then was able to kind of find enough pace to go on the inside of Nick Terlecki in the next corner, and that's helping him out. Paulie Massimino as well, taking a low line, but with Brandon Carr setting up that over-under perfectly, he's able to get back ahead, but more and more drivers are starting to experiment back with that normal racing line here, Alex.
I think this is going to be the line that we're going to start seeing a lot of drivers shift towards. Massimino now slides up the racetrack right in front of Brandon Carr. The perfect sort of slide job there for Paulie. So 2 go-karts and 3 corners for Bonilla. He's looking to take advantage of this battle that we have going on for that 6th position there. And there it is. Bonilla inside and through on Nick Terlecki. Here comes Keeble as well.
Donovan Bonilla, Brandon Carr as well there, his fellow countryman. And up ahead as well, ADT looks to be closing in there on Ryan Norberg, but this battle continues to heat up. There goes Harley Keeble, a 2-for-1 move. Are you kidding me? Harley can only make one of them stick.
I don't think the track is dry enough to handle it, but like you mentioned, Caleb, this is the driest that I have seen this racetrack become. So for the OCD driver, no, that is definitely rain tires on that 388 machine, but it looked for a moment like it was slick.
That gap is going to open up to even more than a second and a half as Keeble goes way too wide there on exit. Not wide enough. Terlecki drops the tire into the mud. It's getting elbows out racing here. And there is a timing screen down there on the front straightaway that could have probably given a black and white flag to Aiden Ingrata for that jump start. And they could know, so depends how much they're going to fight. But again, Ryan gets up to 2nd. He's within 3 seconds of his teammate Aiden Ingrata. The win goes to Ryan, or vice versa, right? Austin is able to hold on a 2nd, and then the win goes over to Austin.
They won't know that Ingrata has a penalty, and even if the black and white flag is waving for Ingrata, as what a lunge. Ryan Norberg testing that bottom line through 3. A lot of drivers really liking it as Garrison flirting with the outside edge of turn number 4, costing him lap time to the number 1 plate. Ryan Norberg has his sights set now on his teammate Ingrata.
Another race win would definitely mean a lot to Ryan, who just needed a perfect weekend to try and take the fight to longtime friend in Austin Garrison and just couldn't get it done as Donovan Bonilla gets through on Nick Terlecki. Paulie Massimino looking to take advantage there as well. Paulie sending Bonilla to the wayside. He's able to get through, and again, we talked to Ryan earlier this morning, Alex, and he was saying the only way to make moves is to hold it around the outside, and that's exactly what could happen there, Kyle.
Lucas DeLongchamp getting his elbows out. Where did he come from? Getting in here in the top 10.
Yeah, well, you mentioned it, Caleb, right? Carr said, listen, the outside is really the only place you can make a move. You can do it on the inside like Norberg did, but it does kill your exit speed, so you have to do it perfectly executed. I think part of the issue is, Kyle, though, we saw Ryan do the slide job on Garrison. He has no problem doing that, but on his teammate, he doesn't want to risk it here, but he's going to send it. Same move he made on Austin Garrison, he does on Ingrata. Ryan Norberg, for the first time this race, leads the main event.
And expect Ryan to pull away here. Again, he's been going a lot quicker than Aiden, but we'll see if Ingrata can learn anything being behind his teammate. And again, if Aiden tries to go back, Austin is still not too far off, and along with them, ADT is only about half a second back.
I will say, since getting around Ingrata, Aiden Ingrata has stuck with the rear bumper of Ryan Norberg here, so we'll have to see if Ingrata can maybe learn from Norberg here and see where and why Ryan's been so much faster than him the last couple of laps. But in the opening couple of corners here for this lap number 12 of 20, Ryan starting to stretch his legs here, pulled out a 3 to 4 kart length advantage, like you mentioned, Caleb, earlier on. Garrison's nowhere to be found, about 3 seconds back from this lead group. He'll need a lot of battling to happen between these two teammates to have a say in this overall win.
And Austin's just falling out of the kind of the little cushion that he had with the penalty range from Aiden Ingrata for the jump start. So that would ultimately hand over the podium to Alessandro Di Tullio, who's able to get ahead of Austin Garrison now. They go up the I-70 hill. Garrison peaks low, but back in a line there. Side by side on the exit. ADT sends it a little bit too wide on the exit. Austin's on the inside. He's able to get clear back up to third.
What a move for Austin Garrison to make that move stick. I mean, we were talking about how Di Tullio is catching up to Garrison. He must have made a small mistake because the gap was 0.7 of a second when they crossed the line. But Di Tullio is making this really interesting for Garrison. Going defensive now in 3, but I think that's the one place where you can afford to go defensive because the line is starting to form. ADT, what a lunge in the 4, making that move stick. All this battling will bring the likes of Harley Keeble back into play. Just to point out here, Keeble does have a 5-position penalty coming his way for contact on lap number 1 as well. For Aiden Ingrata, he has been the standout driver to me. Whether or not he wins this race, we know he has that 3-second penalty as Norberg goes off the racetrack, slightly drops a tire there, and that's going to bring Ingrata back into the mix. So this is no guarantee.
He's been learning a whole lot from being behind Ryan. He was purple the last time around, and I tell you what, boys, he's going to be even quicker this time around. A 1:19.430 for Aiden Ingrata to close down his gap even more to Ryan Norberg. And you saw Ryan was kind of learning from Ingrata just a little bit, and now it switches. It's been 20 years that Austin Garrison has given his life to the sport, and he's put in so much time and so much, laps out on the racetrack. And again, a Kart deal didn't come together for Austin Garrison, but it hasn't been easy for this driver. He's had a lot of part-time rides. It's been, ride after ride, and he even took a hiatus off a couple of years ago where he wasn't even driving a go-kart. We didn't see him at a go-kart track for many years, but in 2024, he's definitely come to life. Same goes here for Ryan Norberg, and a year of bad luck at the United States Pro Kart Series for Ryan, but this would be a great way to end it, and I think no matter the order that Aiden Ingrata and Ryan Norberg finish in, the win would go the way of Ryan Norberg here, as Ingrata now looks on the inside. He looks to take the lead of the race and try and win this race on the racetrack.
What a move for Aiden Ingrata there, showing how much it would mean for him to go out there and get around Ryan Norberg through green corner and down towards Showcase. Only half a lap to go for Ingrata to hold on to this one.
Ingrata still holding on there in the lead. Ryan Norberg slides up the racetrack. He's going to have one more shot to try and take the win away from his teammate, almost like a test session for these RPG Cosmics that are in a league of their own. Norberg's not going to be close enough to Ingrata in the last corner. Aiden Ingrata, again on the racetrack. He's going to win this race and beat his mentor in Ryan Norberg, who's going to be your provisional winner after penalties. But tonight, there's going to be a party at Speed Concepts Racing because Austin Garrison is your United States Pro Kart Series champion in 2024.